appreciate everybody being here. It's a very proud day for us to be able to officially introduce Kendrys. We've been a long time admirer of him as a man and as a person, and certainly as a baseball player. And he's going to impact our lineup, and it's a proud day that we get to welcome him here. He solidifies our lineup. He gives us a presence, as I mentioned, and very well respected already in this clubhouse. And as I said, it's a proud day. So welcome, Kendrys, and glad you're here.
Thank you.
Dayton, with Kendrys, how much of a factor was his overall body of work as opposed to last year? How much maybe an aberration?
Well, I think last year was it was obviously tough for him, breaking in after missing spring training. But he's a pro. He never made excuses, and we've got a lot of people that are close to him and have followed him in his career, and have certainly, when a player has this much history, his body of work is very important. And like I said, we like the fact that the switch hit and the presence in the middle of our lineup we think is going to impact us well, and blend in nicely with our current group.
How much do you see him playing DH as opposed to maybe a little bit in the field? Or I know those are ultimately Ned's calls, but what do you think?
Well, primarily he'll be a DH, but we believe that if Haas needs a day or two at first base, Kendrys can go over there and do an outstanding job for us.
We've got a microphone also because we are on live. So, Josh, go ahead.
Kendrys, how much did the layoff at the beginning of last season affect you, and how specifically?
¿Cuánto te afectó el principio de la temporada este año de no estar jugando? ¿Te afectó esta última temporada?
Bueno, me afectó en el timing mío, ¿no? Eso fue lo más que me afectó y se me hizo un poco difícil por eso.
I think the biggest thing that affected me was my timing, to get my timing down, especially. So I think at the end of the day, that was probably the biggest, part of the layoff, was just getting that timing down.
Other question? Flan, with the microphone.
Kendrys, what attracted you to this market and this team? Or was it the playoff run last year? Or what were the appealing factors for you?
¿Qué te apeló a ti? ¿Qué te atrayó a este equipo? Si fue la pelea dentro de los playoffs del año pasado, ¿qué te atrayó a este mercado, a este equipo?
Bueno, siempre me ha gustado jugar en este terreno, ¿no?
I've always liked to play here on this field.
Conozco varios de los muchachos que juegan aquí, los latinos, y jugué con algunos en la Fall League también americanos.
And I've played with quite a bit, some of the guys that are in this clubhouse, and played with some of them actually during the fall league. So I know a lot of the guys here.
Los fanáticos también, cada vez que he venido también se ha llenado el estadio, y eso es motivo también de que me empujó al equipo aquí de Brasil.
So obviously every time I'm here as an opponent, I see the fans and their enthusiasm, and they seem to pack the house, and it's something that I really admire to them.
And Kendrys, this is a big ballpark. Is that intimidating at all for a power hitter like you?
Que si este estadio es grande, obviamente sí es algo que te intimida a ti y a tu fuerza como eres tú de pelotero.
No creo que sea ningún tipo de problema, ¿no? Vamos a tratar de hacer lo mejor posible. Si no se quiere, que no se vaya.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. Obviously, we're going to do our our best job possible, and obviously I'm going to hit the ball well, and if the ball doesn't go, it doesn't go. But I'm going to, obviously continue to hit the way I hit.
Kendrys, what do you think last year of the Royals' run through the postseason and making it to the World Series? Did you think that was something when you saw the Royals during the season, that they could make a run like that? And what's your excitement level with that's what the Royals are coming off of as you head into the team?
¿Qué pensaste tú de la temporada que tuvieron el año pasado, y cuando tú los viste durante la temporada, si tú pensabas que ese equipo tal vez podría llegar a los playoffs, y qué emoción sientes tú en estar junto a este equipo ahora?
Bueno, antes de entrar, que ellos entraran, que fue tarde, ¿no? Yo pensaba que no iban a entrar, pero ya a la vez que a la forma que estaban jugando, yo pensaba que sí iban a ganar.
Yeah, he said at first I didn't think maybe they would make the playoffs, but obviously they caught fire there at the end, and they were playing real well. And at that point, I think that's when I thought, okay, this can really happen for them.
You weren't pulling for us either, were you?
Dice que tú no estabas entonces arriba de nosotros empujando.
No, sí estaba, pero ¿me entiendes? Se le hizo difícil entrar, y ya a la vez le subió mucho la autoestima al equipo, que eso es muy bueno.
Yeah, he said I think they started playing well, and they kind of gained some confidence and playing very well heading into the playoffs, and I think at the end of the day, that's probably the most important part for that team.
For Kendrys and Luis, when you have a year like last year and you struggle with your timing, what do you do to regain the timing? And have you struggled with confidence to hitting so mental? How do you restore all that?
Que cómo restauras tu timeo habiendo batallado tanto el año pasado. Obviamente tú dijiste que el timeo fue lo más difícil el año pasado. ¿Cómo recuperas eso? Y obviamente sabiendo que la pelota es un poco mental, ¿qué haces tú para llegar de nuevo a donde tú estabas antes?
Bueno, ya uno sabe más o menos cómo manejarse y conoce su forma de ser también como pelotero. Vamos a tener el sprint training este año, que eso es muy fundamental.
I think spring training is very fundamental, important, and obviously as a veteran player, as a older player, you know what you need for you to take to get prepared, and spring training is going to be very important.
Vamos a conocer también al equipo entero, incluyendo la dirección y todo lo que forma el cuerpo de entrenadores. Y yo creo que eso me va a ayudar bastante, ¿no? Porque van a haber factores fundamentales que ellos me van a poder ayudar también.
I think the opportunity also to work with the staff here, the training staff, the coaching staff, during spring training to take advantage of their efforts and getting me ready for the season, I think will be fundamentally important for me.
Dayton, both you and Ned talked about you weren't opposed to the idea of a floating designated hitter. Can you describe the balance between wanting to protect and rest a Salvi, a Gordon, along with acquiring a bat like Kendrys? Just how you balance the two.
Well, I mean, obviously that's up to Ned and our medical team to figure out, how to best, balance that. And, our job, Josh, is just to make sure that we acquire as many talented players as we can, and hopefully they blend together in a way to allow us in this case to score more runs. And we've got to be able to drive the ball better. And a lot of times we come up with bases loaded or first and second, and we hit a single or infield hit or what have you. We need somebody who can be a presence and drive the ball in the alley and clear the bases. And Kendrys, we believe, is a necessary part of that to give us that opportunity to to produce more runs. And like I said, as our lineup continues to gain more experience in having Kendrys in the middle of it, it's going to serve us well.
Any other questions? Todd? Let Mike get over there too. We're running Mike.
Dayton, I wanted to ask, with this signing and then, there's been some other news that's been kind of reported out there. It looks like your starting lineup is fairly well solidified. Moving forward, what are your thoughts on the bench, and, how do you see that shaking out?
Well, Todd, we're still very open-minded in building our team. We're obviously in the starting pitching market. We're still looking at trades and evaluating those opportunities as well. Obviously there's been some discussion and some reports about future signings, and we'll see how that plays out here in the next few days. But we like the way our lineup's looking, and I think there's balance that is necessary, and I believe that the players that we've acquired and looking to acquire fit our ballpark. They fit our style of play. And most importantly, they're the type of people and individuals and men that are going to fit well within our clubhouse and with our core, and that's a big part of our culture, as you know. So it's very important that we add those quality individuals. But we're going to still, Todd, we're still, as I said, looking in the pitching market, and we're not done.
Just Dayton, along those lines, how can you describe where you're going to be in terms of payroll, just in a growth sense, generic sense? I know you probably can't say numbers, but where do you see that right now?
Mr. Glass has always been very supportive of everything that we've wanted to do in building this team, and it's more about who the players are opposed to what the cost is in acquiring them or what they're currently making. So we're still evaluating, as I said, and it's very simple. If we get an opportunity to get a player, we discuss it and what the financial aspect of that acquisition is, and then obviously, you know, we figure out if it's going to work. And, you know, Vahe, we do not want to do anything right now financially that's going to put us in a position where, you know, we can't do some things in the future. We feel like we have a very young, talented group. They've been the backbone of everything that we've accomplished here, and we'd like the opportunity to perhaps, you know, pursue some of them long term as well. So, you know, there's a method, obviously, to what we do financially, and you know, at the end of the day, we're just trying to get as many quality players as we can. To your point, Josh, and you know, and make it work, you know, financially and as well as you know, production wise. So, you know, we'll see. But I mean, there's no specific number that we have. Obviously, we're always conscious and mindful of you know, what our market is, and as I said, Mr. Glass is puts every penny back into this team, and always has, and always will. And whether we do it through free agent signs, or whether we do it through signing an extra coach, an instructor, or scout, or we do it internationally, or we do it through the draft, every penny goes back into supporting the efforts of what we try to do as a baseball operations staff to build this franchise.